Okay, moving along to the textbook chapters that discuss the organization of speeches, chapters 7 and 8 of the Gunn textbook, and really basically that means outlining. So when you do your speeches, from here on, the informative, the persuasive, the ceremonial or a special occasion speech, and your story that you do for the storytelling speech as well, you're basically going to be following this outline format that should be familiar from writing an essay, essentially. The sort of three-part structure that is basically the same as what you learned in writing an essay, that has an introduction where you introduce the topic, provide a thesis statement, and preview the main points. The body is the supporting section of the speech. So regardless of the speech genre, the speech type, you're going to be basically splitting that up into three-ish main points that you support with evidence or illustrations. And then a conclusion that recaps what you've just told the audience and leaves them with some additional, memorable characterization of your argument, or something further to think about now that they've just heard this information from your speech. So, this format is called the basic list format, where again, you've probably seen this before, but you have Roman numerals as the kind of overall headings, and then capital letters that are the points level below that, and then Arabic numerals as the smaller points which support the bigger points. So, sort of details of the evidence that supports your big points would be what this kind of refers to. They say this, magic number is 3. 3 is kind of it's like a balanced sort of shape. If you think about it, like a triangle is sturdy. A stool that has 3 legs is sturdy, right? So that kind of is a metaphor for the organization of speeches and essays too. I really recommend looking at this example on page 155 that illustrates not only just what a good outline looks like in general, but also this specific points about what a preparation outline is versus a speaking outline. Speaking outline is basically your notes to go off of when you're doing your actual speech, just these kind of cues to remind you of what to talk about. Remember, you're not reading off of, directly off of like a prepared speech. You're speaking extemporaneously, which means you know what you're going to say beforehand. It's all arranged, but you choose the exact wording essentially as you're speaking. Preparation outline is where you do actually illustrate all of your points in full detail with the supporting evidence, and you essentially explain fully how each point fits together with your larger argument. So that is the basic sort of structure of the speech, and what we'll do next is talk about specifically introductions and the different components of an introduction.